He did get approval for that one. Are we on, gentlemen? Are we ready to take this show on the road? Hey out there, I'm Reverend Penny Honey. Welcome to Unity Ahihic. It is a fun day, Sunday. That's what we're doing today. And they're laughing at the slide. Can they see that on Zoom? Yeah, he actually did run that one by me, though, before he did it. So we're having Picnic Potluck Sunday, and this is also Jazz Sunday. Yay, round of applause. We've already had a little pre-show. Yeah, so it's just all about fun and ease and remembering today. It is Memorial Day. So I'd like to just for a moment take that in. This is Memorial Day weekend, I think we would call that, yeah. And so I'd like to take in just a little moment around that. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to talk a little bit about that in the Minister's Mindful Moment, but let us be present to all those that have gone before us. Let us be present and know that we stand on sacred and holy ground. Let us be present to the gift of community right here, right now. All right. Little tagline for Unity Ahihic. Where God is too big to fit into religion. That's who we are. Where God is too big. All right, so we're going to do a little fun thing here. You going to take care of me over there, or you want me to run this puppy? Me do it? All right. So I want you to stand. We're going to sing the opening song. Yes, those are snowflakes on the edge there. You got that right. Yeah, yeah. I'm celebrating that it'll be a year in July that I haven't had to shovel any snow. First, we're going to learn how to cook and how scary it is to let a man in your kitchen. But wait a minute. Amazon will save us. This is a free ad for Amazon. Hot stuff 55%. Let's celebrate that. And you can always use a popcorn popper, right? Whoop. All right. Thank you. You're going to take care of that for me? Yeah? All right, don't worry. So I'm just still filling. Okay, so does anybody have a good joke? It has to be really short. Never mind. See, there we go. Ready? Okay. We know this little sound. I'm gonna let it shine, this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Nobody gonna blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Nobody gonna blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Nobody gonna blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Are we ready with the sound? Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. You guys got this. Hide it under a bushel. No! I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. No! I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. No! I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Say good morning to each other.
Good morning, dear.
I'm gonna go to the States, but I'm here. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Oh my gosh, I don't know where I'm sitting. Oh, that's yeah. I missed just seeing your face with me. I can sit here.
All right, how we doing? Yeah. Man, I'm glad I went to church camp. I am Reverend Penny Honey, for those of you who might not know. That would be real surprising to me, but it's good to see all of you. I'd like to thank our volunteers, first of all. It took several today, because we are having a big potluck, as you know, and it takes a lot of hands. So, round of applause for our volunteers today. You know, you think I move around a lot up here. You should see me when I get in a kitchen. And those volunteers, the number one thing they have to learn to do is the two-step around me. And they are amazing in doing it, so I appreciate them a lot. This month we are celebrating Reverend Margie Hyatt as our Volunteer of the Month. She does that newsletter and a lot of other things behind the scenes. Margie is in Hawaii. It's a terrible life, but we are doing our best to support her. We love Margie and we appreciate her, so thank you for that. So let's take a deep breath. As if all that we are and all that we do is not a prayer, because it is. Let's take a deep breath and be conscious of it right now. Spirit, we celebrate the coming together, the joining, the seeing the divinity in each other. It is an honor. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And so it is, and so we let it be. All right. Yeah. I needed that. Thanks. Is there anyone here for the first time? We promise not to embarrass you too much. We want to welcome you. We want to send you love. Won't you stand, honey? Right, come on now. Now, I would, if you would be so kind, is there anyone else here for the first time? First timers? Bethel, I think it's her choice. We want to make people feel welcome. There we go. So, sweet one, say your name into the room so they can hear it so I don't butcher pronouncing it. Sarani. Yes. Here we are. We see who you are. Say it with me. You are a beautiful expression of the divine. We love you. We appreciate you. We celebrate the Christ as you. And we affirm all possibilities in your life. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, round of applause. You betcha. You know, you remember going to church for the first time, right? First time you stepped in a spiritual community or any community. We commend your courage. Not that you need it with us, but... So I, at this time, would like to invite Miss Bethel Barnes up. Thank you. Round of applause for this beautiful one. Can she use this microphone? How about that? Did you see our new little addition? How about that?
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, thank
like
you. Thank you, Unity Ahihi, and its generous donors.
Yes.
Miss Bethel.
Okay, I have the opportunity today to read to you the daily word for May 24th. And the word is comforted. And the affirmation is, secure in the love of the divine, I am comforted. Can we say that affirmation together?
I bet they can.
Okay, together. Secure in the love of the divine, I am comforted. Taking time to remember my loved ones who have passed and envisioning them alive in God brings me comfort and softens the edges of my sadness. When those who care about me reach out to offer me solace, I accept it as the love of God flowing through them. When I remember the good times spent with my loved ones, my heart feels lighter as a smile crosses my lips. These tender moments remind me that God is always with me, even in times of grief. I need not shrink from the pain of loss or busy myself to avoid feeling it. Instead, I lean into the comforting love of God to see me through it. I leave in the comfort of God. This love lifts me and soothes my aching heart. The power of God within gives me strength to persevere with courage and fortitude. And this is inspired by Proverbs chapter 18, verse 4, that reads, "As a mother comforts her child, so I will comfort you. You shall be comforted in Jerusalem." So let's all say our affirmation again together. Secure in the love of the divine, I am comforted.
Thank you, Bethel. Oh, who's that? So take a deep breath. So as you know, today's formatting is a little different than usual, but you know, I have something I want to say, even though we're not actually having a message delivered by the minister today. Memorial Day is often framed as a day of looking back and of remembering those who gave their lives in service, believing deeply in a greater good. And yes, we honor that. We honor courage and conviction and the willingness to stand for something larger than one's personal story. Metaphysically, Memorial Day invites us into something even more intimate. This sacred act of remembering who we truly are. Remembering, bringing all the experiences of our lives back together and return to the awareness of our own divinity and express that divinity into community. Because every time that we forget our light, every time we shrink, every time we doubt our worth or our belonging, something in us falls out of memory. And every time we choose love again and again, and we choose compassion again and again, and we choose unity again and again, we restore ourselves. This is what we're remembering. There is a power for good in the universe, Ernest Holmes told us, and you can use it. There is a power for good in the universe, and you can use it. They're using some of it right now over there, keeping this online and taking care of us. There's a power, a creative power within us. And on days like this, we remember that this power is not abstract. We remember that it's us. It's the breath we breathe, it's the choices we make, and it's the way that we show up for one another. Charles Fillmore said this. He said, "I am the resurrection and the life, not someday, not only in crisis, but right now. In every thought, in every moment, we have the opportunity to bring forward and resurrect the divine that we are to the world. Bring it. Bring it." So when we remember others, we're remembering ourselves. And when we remember who we are, we recognize others. Right? Even the gentlest teachers echo this truth. Winnie the Pooh said, "Remember, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." And Mr. Rogers said this in his gentle, beautiful, loving way. He said, "Deep within us, no matter who we are, there lives a feeling of wanting to be lovable and wanting to love." Go, Mr. Rogers. So today, as Unity Ahihik, we honor the visible sacrifices that have been made, and we see the invisible ones. We honor those who served outwardly and those who are serving inwardly. The ones who chose forgiveness, the ones who have chosen compassion, and the ones who show up in community even when it isn't easy. We honor the sacrifices that have been made before us, and we honor that they lift us up toward a higher expression and consciousness of who we are. Let's celebrate the remembering. We are divine. We are one. Welcome home. All right. Thank you. All right. That was a lot of fun to put together. And thank you for receiving it. Today, I'd like to introduce our prayer chaplain of the day, Miss Mara. She will be over here in the garden area, ready to hold your ambitions and dreams and thoughts concerns, and fears? Maybe after a plate of food. Just kidding. We want everybody to get fed. Thank you, Mara. We appreciate you being that affirmative prayer that we are in unity. Thank you for that. Now we're going to do something a little weird. I saw the baskets or the buckets sitting somewhere. There we go. Yeah. So we're going to just kind of start those around the room. We're just going to put them in a row and let them see where they go. Let's see how we do at this. So we missed the front row already. All right. So I would like to invite us into this time to share your abundance and be in gratitude. Here at Unity Ahihic, we have things that we pay for. We have things that are donated. We have a lot of time that comes to us. And all of that is appreciated. I just want to take this little moment to remind us that in the teaching of New Thought and most spiritual practices, the act of giving is equal to the act of receiving. So as you drop your gift in the bucket, or as you sit now thinking about your gift that's already in the bucket, consider what you are receiving in the giving. Consider that right now. Just think about that for a moment. It's good to be us. We're blessed. We're abundant. We are free by virtue of our own thoughts, our own knowing, and our connection. We thank you for the gifts. We appreciate you holding the consciousness of those transforming to do the work that Unity Ahihic is called into. This is who we are, because God is too big to fit into religion. And for that, we say thank you, Spirit. If you didn't have any pesos on you today, we also take cash, American dollars. But if you didn't happen to have that, you can go out to the website and give there. And if that doesn't work, just call me. I'll come and pick it up. We are a full-service ministry. All right. Thank you for that. I want to remind you that there are additional prayer slips in the entryway. Drop them in the box. Those will be held in consciousness for 30 days, and they will also go to Silent Unity, where they are held in consciousness for 30 days. We're going to get, that Tim, he's a funny guy, that guy. So I want to go into announcements now, because what we're going to do after we do this little thing with the announcements is we're just going to start having some music. The guys are going to come back, and we're going to have some music to get things warmed up. We're going to get things finished, set up in the kitchen, and give us a little time, and then we're going to call you over to the tables, all right? And we're going to have some food, good food, and then we're going to do a little sharing at the tables. Then we're going to come back into the session area, because we want the band to eat today. We're going to let them eat. They get to go first in line, by the way, the band, and then anybody that has trouble getting around. Okay, so I'm just giving you the potluck rules right now. There you go. Right, so that's what's going to happen. So all this shift in order of service, I just want to have you rest assured that everything is fine. And you know how fine it is? Next Sunday, look who we're being blessed by. Dr. J! It's going to be our storyteller. We're going to go back to our little circle, and we're going to start with another story. Not little circle, it hasn't been that little. How are you liking that storytelling? How are we doing with that? Yeah? You loving it? If you have any suggestions, I want to hear about it. Okay? unityahihic@gmail.com. Got it? unityahihic@gmail.com. Let me know. All right, we're going to try it again next Sunday. We're going to try to tell Jack and Johannes goodbye, but this time what we're doing is we're sending them off on their next adventure because Johannes has accepted a position at El Cajon, California Unity. Round of applause. We're celebrating her. And so next week we're going to have some cake and some sparkling cider, and we're just going to, after service, we're going to celebrate these amazing founders of our community. So thank you for that. Oh, no class on Monday. This one needs sound effects, I think this slide does. But so all of May and June, but July, as I said, Reverend Laura will be back, and she'll be having classes on Monday. All right, let's see. That's all the announcements. Come on, guys. Let's have a round of applause for these jazz guys. Let's have another round of applause for these jazz guys. Look at us.
stolen moments? Or all the things you are, ¿no?
Va.
Estoy buscando. ¿Te sabes la intro de esa hora?
Sí.
Pasamos nosotros,
Sí,
¿no?
bueno.
Luego al 4 entramos. ¿Listos? Tú,
There they are. How about that? Are we blessed or what? Come on now. We can do better. You guys are killing it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so this is the plan. You tell me how it's working so far. We're having a potluck picnic. Say that 3 times really fast. This is the way that it's going to go. Okay? We're going to let the band go first so they can get their plates and then go over in their little shady spot and they can take a little break. So they can eat, and then we're going to have those that struggle with mobility. I want you to go first, okay? And the way that it works is you start at the far end of the table where the little sign says food line starts here, okay? Now, currently on the table, all of the chicken that has been cooked, don't ask me if it's gluten-free. I didn't put any flour on it. That's how much I know about that. But what I can tell you is it's organic chicken, and it's been lightly seasoned with herbs. The meat that is there now is dark meat. The white meat is still cooking. I was afraid I would overcook it, and I didn't get it done soon enough. So it'll be coming out shortly. If you are waiting for white meat, we will come around with it. You'll get it, okay? Look around at the number of people we have and the number of dishes that we have. Please be kind and generous and know that we're here to share. All right? And thank you for that. At your table, you're going to find some questions and just little conversation starters. But I would like somebody to take one of those, and I will make sure you have a pen, don't worry. One of those and turn it over, and I'd like to have somebody at the table write down what people at the table are saying they'd like to see at Ahihic Unity. Okay? Now, if you say a pool, the answer's no. Sorry. I saw you, Bonnie. I saw you. All right. You know what I'm talking about. What do we want to look like as a community? What do we see we want to do to get that done? So eat, talk, and repeat. Then the band, they will have finished by that time. Wink, wink. And then they will come back and start playing music. As we clean up after ourselves, which I know all of you will, and help around, we'll start migrating back here and we'll have a little more music. How's that? It's probably going to go later than normal. Is that okay? Yeah. And for those of you on Zoom, we are going to bid you adieu and say thank you for being with us today. Next time, plan on being an Ahihic, right? All right, my friends, that's the way it's going to run. Band first. You guys go first. Go on now. Go get your food. All right. Thank you again. Round of applause for these guys.
Band's coming.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's why I said goodbye to these people. Sorry,